Shishi Guru Garanga Gandhar Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Śrīla Gurudev ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rūpānuga Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Dasagurnath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandal, Gora Mandal, Vraja Mandal, Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Vishnu Vedanta Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund, Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Avirvav Titi ki jai. Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nityala Pravishtam Vishnuvad Śrīla Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Swaparshad Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hari Bol, everybody. Dandavat Pranams. Let's see. Rup Manjari Didi, Nitai, Ganga Mataji, Vangsiwala Prabhu, and of course Nri Hari Prabhu, and Bhavatarani Mataji, and Kishore Krishna Prabhu, and everybody else watching. Dandavat Pranams. So yeah, sorry I'm a bit late today. Vaijanti Mala Mataji, I think most of you know Vaijanti Mala Mataji. So she spent the night here last night, and I just saw her off. She left. Yeah, I came right from seeing her off to here. So, all right. So I'm not going to waste any more time. We'll just jump right into it. Actually, maybe before we start, we can Hare Krishna Shubhananda Prabhu. Maybe before we start, we can sing the pranam mantra and yeah. Pranam mantra, I think there's a little ashtakam about Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Or maybe Haribol Rase Shri Mataji. Or maybe we can do it at the end. We'll just follow the order of the book and we'll do it at the end, and then there'll be more people here. They can sing, and they'll be able to follow along. I'll do that. All right. Share. Let me just open this up. All right, here. Okay, so yesterday we read the first 3 chapters. What were they? We read the teachings of the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the service to Srimati Radharani, the process of Rūpānuga Bhajana, and today we'll be reading the worship of the divine couple, the longing of our Acharyas, and the glorious life of Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So, let's see, that's page 35. Do you like it like this, or do you like it better black and white? Kind of like this for fun. Yeah. Okay. One second, I'm just getting it set up on I have a second monitor, so I'm just moving everything there so I can see when people write comments. Hi. There. Okay. So this is from a conversation between Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī. Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja is talking to Śrīla Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and there's one other person there, Nityananda. What was the person's name? Do you remember, Kishore? There's one other person in the conversation.
Bhakti Vigyan Nityananda Prabhu.
Okay,
Sananta.
Okay. So yeah, they're all disciples of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. These three god brothers were discussing this, and then Shri Bhakti Vichar Viṣṇu Maharaj, then it was published, I think, right? It was published in a magazine, and then Bhakti Vichar Viṣṇu Maharaj translated it from Oriya into English. So, okay, the worship of the divine couple. Learned devotees in the Rūpānuga line do not worship Lord Krishna alone. Oops, I didn't plug in my mic. One second. Sorry, I've been using my computer speakers the whole time. Hey, how come it's not coming up? One second. Oh, there it is. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Learned devotees in the Rūpānuga line do not worship Lord Krishna alone. They worship Radha Krishna conjugal. The variety and sweetness of Krishna's pastimes are increased by the presence of Radharani. Without her, his leelas would not be as charming or attractive. Krishna can never be without Radha. When she exhibits her sulky mood, Krishna performs many theatrics to pacify her. Krishna's condition during these interchanges is revealed in Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, text 39. Venum karani patitas kalitam shikandam Brashtam chapita vasanam vrajarajasuno Yasyam kataksha sharaghatta vimurchitasya Tam radhikam paricharami kadarasena. When will I serve Radha with ras? Because of her, Krishna, fainting by the injury of her arrow glance, drops the flute from his hand, drops the peacock feather from his head, and the yellow cloth on his body slips from his body. Followers of the Raganuga line in the conjugal mood always worship both Radha and Krishna. They do not practice any karma, gyan, yoga, or even Vaidhi bhakti. They focus only on prem bhakti. Rūpānugas connect with the Sakis to serve this divine. Wow, this is a new word for me. Conubio. Let me see. I'm gonna look. Hey, it's not coming up. Anyways, look at it. Marriage or wedlock. Conubio. Okay. Matrimonial or conjugal. It says conjugal here also. Anyways. So Rūpānugas connect with the Sakis to serve this divine connubial mood. To this end, they worship under the guidance of the Sakis. In the conjugal pastimes of Shri Radha Govinda, Shri Rupa Manjari is the chief among all of the other manjaris. It is only through Rupa Manjari that one gains entrance into these secret pastimes. The Rūpānuga Vaishnavas follow Rupa Manjari to serve Radha and Krishna in the mood of the gopis. In this way, they fulfill their innermost heart's desires. In verse 415, chapter 12, verses 1 to 2 of Prarthana, a collection of Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur's prayer, Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur, he asks, Kabe Vrishabhanupure. Wait, what is it? Kabe Vrishabhanupure. Ahiri Goper Ghare. Tanaya hoiya janamibo. Javate amar kabe. E prani grahana have. When will I be born as a when will I be born as a daughter in a family of cowherders in Vrishabhanu's village and marry in Javat? Without a perfect spiritual body, no one can actually serve the divine couple Radha and Krishna. As found in Gita Mala, the expert of Rūpānuga Bhajana, Śrīla Bhakti Vinod Thakur, sang in Song 2 of his Siddhi Lalasa. Dekite dekite bulibo vakabe nija stula paricha nayane heribo Vrajapura Shobha Neta Chirananda Mo. When will I be able to leave this plane of my gross bodily identity far behind? Within a split second, I will completely forget about all these false external affairs and beholds the exquisite beauty of the transcendental realm of Raj, which is completely paraded with eternal conscious bliss. Vrishabhanupure janamaloibo javate vivahabe vraja gopi bhav hoibe swabhav anubhava narahi. I shall take birth in Varshana, the town of King Vrishabhanu, and I will be married nearby in the town of Javat. My sole disposition and character shall be that of a simple cowherd girl, and I shall not know any other mood. Nija siddha deha, nija siddha nam, nija rupa svabha san. Radha kripa bole, lobi bova kabe, Krishna prema prakara. I shall obtain my own eternal spiritual body, transcendental name, and specific type of beauty and dress for the pleasure of Krishna. And when, by the power of Sri Radha's causeless mercy, will I be allowed entrance into the pastimes of the divine of the divine love of Krishna? Jamuna salila aharane kiya bhuji bojugala rasa prema mugda hoye pagalini pray gaibo radhar jasham. As I go with a water pot on my head to draw water from the Yamuna river, I shall cherish remembrance of the mellows of conjugal love that unite Sri Radha with Krishna. Thus, being enchanted by their divine love, I will madly sing the glories of Sri Radha just like a raving lunatic. Says Pagalini. Pagalini is a mad woman. In another song, Heno Kale Habe Vilasa Manjari, Bhaktivinoda says that without following the Sakis, no one will be able to serve Radha and Krishna. You know, we're singing so many kirtans, I probably should just get the mridanga. That would be nicer, wouldn't it? So just give me a second. Okay, sorry. Oh. Let me just... There. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, there. How do you sing this one? I've never sung this before. Heno kale habe vilasa manjari ananga manjari amare heriya ati kripa kori bolibe bachana sar. At such a time, Vilas Manjari and Ananga Manjari will arrive, bestowing their mercy upon me and speaking the essence of all words. Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur visualizes here that both Vilasa Manjari and Ananga Manjari come to him as he is fetching water at the Yamuna while singing the glories of Sri Radha in a mood bewildered by prem. Oh wow, so this continues on from the previous song. So this previous song ends with Yamuna Salila Aharanigiya, having gone to fetch Yamuna water. Bujibo Yugala Ras. I will understand the ras, the Yugal Ras. And then Prema Mugda Hoye, becoming completely maddened in prem. Pagalini pride, just like a mad woman. Gaivo Radhar Jash. And then Heno Kale Habe. So at such a time, when I'm in this state, then Vilas Manjari and Ananga Manjari will come to me. I didn't get that until just now. Okay, so then Ananga Manjari is the younger sister of Sri Radha, and in Gaur Leela, she is Janava Devi, the wife of Lord Nityananda. Thakur Bhaktivinoda is initiated in Srimati Janava Thakurani's disciplic line. Sri Vilas Manjari is the Gopi identity of the Thakur's spiritual master, Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja. Oh wow, that's interesting. Because isn't Vilas Manjari also, who is it? Kishore?
Jiva Goswāmī.
Jiva Goswāmī. Yeah, Jiva Goswāmī is also Vilas Manjari. But he's saying also Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, so Vilas Manjari is the Gopi identity of the Thakur's spiritual master Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Thus, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur sees in his vision that both Ananga Manjari, the head of his disciplic line, and Vilas Manjari, his spiritual master, approach him, thus enabling him to approach the eternal identity of Shri Radha Krishna's seva through the disciplic line. Esho esho saki shilalita gane jani boto mare Aja griha kata chadi Radha Krishna bhajo Tyaji adharamalaja. Come, Saki. You are one of those in the group of Lalita. Give up all household talks Give up your dharma of shyness and worship Radha and Krishna. In the first line of this verse, Lalita Gane means the group headed by Sri Lalita. Through the medium of Ananga Manjari and Vilas Manjari, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur now sees that he has been placed in the group headed by Sri Lalita Devi. She madhura vani shuniya e jaan, she duhar shi charane, ashaya loibe duhe kripa kori, loibe lalita sane. Hearing these sweet words from these two, I will take shelter of their feet. Giving me shelter and bestowing their mercy upon me, they will take me to the place of Sri Lalita. Lalita sundari sadaya hoya, koribe amare dasi, swakunja kutire dibena basati, jani sevaya bhi lashi, jani sevaya bhi lashi. The beautiful Lalita will mercifully accept me as one of her maidservants, giving me a residence in a small cottage in her kunj. I will then understand all aspirations for seva. The residence, the Swakunja Kutir of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur, whose gopi form is Kamala Manjari, is Swananda Sukara Kunj, a cottage grove near Radhakund in the area of Lalita Kund. Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the son of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he propagated these Rūpānuga spiritual conclusions, these Siddhantas. Rūpānuga Gaudiya Vaishnavas emphasize and glorify the ponds, the kunds, where the divine couples' loving exchanges take place, and these locations are central to the Rūpānuga process of worship. Rūpānuga holds the understanding that within the spiritual world, Mathura Dham is more attractive than Vaikuntha due to the sweet pastimes that occur in Mathura. This is that verse from Upadesh Amrita. Vaikuntha janita vara madhupuri tatrapi rasotsavat. But more appealing than the pastimes of Mathura are the pastimes of Vrindavan Dham. Why? Nanda Nandan, Shri Krishna's sweet parental relationship, Vatsalya Ras, with Vasudeva and Devaki is exhibited in Mathura, but there is no Ras dance festival there. The sweet conjugal Madhurya mood and the amorous Ras dance performed by Gopi Jana Vallabha Shri Krishna, the lover of the gopis, occurs only in Sri Vrindavan Dham. How does that go? Say, Vrindaranya Mudarapani Ramanat Tatrapi Govardhana. Now we come to Govardhan. Within Vrindavan, Govardhan is superior because Radha and Krishna, in their fresh, youthful Kishori pastimes, conjugally sport in Govardhan Hills' many caves and groves. Then, Radha Kunda Mihapi Gokulapate Premamrita Plavanat. Radha Kund is superior to Govardhan and is the jewel of all spiritual kingdoms. It is full of the waves of the topmost nectar of conjugal love. The various pastime places have their own unique specialities. At Rasastali, there are two prominent groups of gopis, known as the left wing, the Vama gopis, and the right wing, the Dakshina gopis, who quarrel over Krishna's attention. These groups have divisive moods towards each other. In their interrelationships, there are contrary moods, asamanjasa, expert service moods, samartha, and harmonizing moods, samanmaya. Chandravali's group can participate in the Ras dance at Vrindavan and in a limited number of other places. But Chandravali's faction can never go to Govardhan, let alone to Radhakund. These places serve as the fortresses for Radharani's loyalists and allow entrance only to those in her camp. Sweetness alone is present in the Ras dance in Vrindavan. But sweetness, Madhurya mixed with mercy, Audarya, is exhibited at Govardhan, and this makes Radha's and Krishna's pastimes there all the more relishable. Radharani's group, the Rūpānugas, are loyal to Radharani, and Radharani alone. The Rūpānugas are loyal to Radharani and Radharani alone. Chandravali's clan is against the Rūpānugas, so the Rūpānugas don't at all care to mix with Chandravali or her followers. Śrīla Bhakti Gosvāmī, see, this is also showing how Rūpānugas means exclusively in the party of Srimati Radhika, like that, under Rupa Manjari. It's not just referring to those who follow Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. It's much deeper than that. So Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami, who is Lalita Devi in Krishna Lila, and Rūpānuga Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Rupa Goswami, who is none other than Rupa Manjari, are in competition with those who belong to Chandravali's group. At Govardhan, Chandravali's group saw Krishna in his four-armed Narayan form and offered him respect, pranams, yet were unable to see him in his original two-armed form. But when Radharani arrived, Krishna was completely unable to maintain his four-armed form on account of Radharani's ecstatic emotional attachment. This pastime shows how Radha's love defeats Krishna's potency. It also demonstrates how her love for Krishna is superior compared to that of all others. We read about Gurudev describing how Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja described this pastime at Paitagaon, right, in Rajmandal Parikrama. And we heard like a more detailed account of this pastime in that, coming from Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Rūpānuga devotees serve Radhakund in the mellow of complete fidelity to Radharani. Many such sadhus reside on the banks of Sri Radhakund and serve under the guidance, the anugatya of the Manjaris. Shri Radha alone is their all in all. She is their everything. Since Gaudiya Vaishnavas have this speciality compared to other Vaishnava sampradayas, Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daita Das, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, distinguished himself from them in accordance with the teachings of Śrīla Rupa Goswami. All of these spiritual conclusions, as presented by Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, are among his tremendous contributions to Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Haribol Vidilala Sadidi. Okay, so now we come to, I think this is chapter 5, the longing of our Ācāryas. In his song, A Nava Dasi Boli Shri Rupa Chahibe, Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur expresses his heartfelt longing for the day he will be invited to serve the divine couple by assisting under the tutelage of Rupa Manjari. How should I sing this? E Nava Dasi Boli Shri Rupa Chahibe Heno Shubha Khana Moy Koto Dine Habe. When will the auspicious moment come when Shri Rupa Manjari will accept me as her maidservant? Shigraya koriben dasi heta ai sevara susajja karja koroho twarai. She will order me, saying, quickly make arrangement for the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Anandita hoya hiya tar agya bole pavitra manete karja koribo tatkale. With a joyful mood and a pure mind, I will immediately execute that order. Sevara samagri ratna thalete koriya suvasita vari swarna jarite puriya. Taking the ingredients for their service on a golden plate along with scented water in a perforated water pot. Dohara samukhe loye devo shigra gati narotamer dasha kabe hoibe emati. I will immediately take them to their lordships, Shri Radha and Krishna. Thus, Narottam yearns for such a situation. He'll take all these ingredients for their service on a golden plate along with scented water to their lordships, Shri Radha and Krishna. So he yearns for such a situation. Narottam Das Thakur also reflects on how Rupa Manjari will mercifully present him to the divine couple for their service. He does so in his song Shri Rupa Pashchate Ami Rahibo Bhita Hoya. Let's do a different melody for this one. Shri Rupa Pashchate Ami Rahibo Bhita Hoya Dohe Puna Kohiben Amapane Chaya. When I timidly follow behind Shri Rupa Manjari, she will say to me, fetch some water for the divine couple. Sadaya hridaye dohe kohiben hasi akotai paile rupa e navadasi. Seeing me standing in fear behind Sri Rupa, Radha and Krishna, with kind hearts, will again smilingly ask Sri Rupa, where have you brought this new maidservant from? Shri Rupa Manjari tabe doha bakya shuni manjulali dilo more e dasiyani. Hearing their statements, Shri Rupa will answer, Manju Lali brought her and gave her to me. Ati narma chittayami ihare janilo seva karya diyatabe hetaya rakhilo. So Rupa Manjari continues. She says, I could understand her to be very meek and humble. Therefore, engaging her with service, I kept her here. Aheno tattva dohakar shakshate kohiya narottame sevai dibe nijukta koriya. Sri Rupa, after disclosing this information to Radha and Krishna, will mercifully engage Narottam Das in their service. In yet another song, Narottam Das Thakur prays to his guru, Lokanath Das Goswami, for mercy. Oh, Hari Bol Rukmini Didi and Sudevi Didi, Hare Krishna. This song here, I put out a post on Facebook asking, showing the songs that we're adding to the songbook and adding if there's any songs that anybody wants added. And Ramananda was saying, you have to, please, 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 you have to put in this song, Haha Prabhu Lokanath. No, actually he said Lokanath Prabhu. No, he said this song, Haha Prabhu Lokanath, Rakho Padatwande. So let's see, should we add this into the Gaudiya Giti Gucha? We can see. Also, I think Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana, in a letter to somebody, he wrote this song, but he, instead of Lokanath, he wrote Haha Prabhu Gurudev, Rakho Padatwande. So, and this is also in the Guru section in the songbook. So this could also be sung for one's Guru. Ha ha Prabhu Lokanath Rakho Padatwande Kripa Drishte Chaho Jadi Hoya Anande. O my Lord, Lokanath Goswami, please keep me at your lotus feet. Please mercifully glance upon me. Because also, like in Sri Guru Charana Padma, lots of times we translate Lokanath Loker Jivan. Sometimes we'll translate that. I mean, it is referring to Lokanath Goswami, but you could also translate that as like, oh Lord of the three worlds. Sri Guru is like, Guru of the three worlds, like that. Oh, Lokanath. He's the, Guru of the entire world. Jagat Guru. Lokanath, Jagat Guru, kind of like that. Okay, so oh my Lord Lokanath, please keep me at your lotus feet. Please mercifully glance upon me. Mano vancha siddhi hotabe. Oops, I changed the melody. Mano vancha siddhi tabe hoya purna trishna etai chaitanya mile setha Radha Krishna. Only by your mercy will my desires of attaining the shelter of Lord Chaitanya here and of attaining the shelter of Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world be fulfilled. Hetai Chaitanya mile, Setha Radha Krishna. Here Chaitanya, Setha, there Radha and Krishna. Tumi na korile doya, ke koribe aro. Nirvasana puna koro eban. If you neglect me, then who else will bestow mercy upon me? Therefore, I pray that you kindly fulfill my desires at this time, at this very moment, right now. Ebar. Etina sangsare mor ar ke ho nai. Kripa kori nija pada tale deho thai. Please give me shelter under your lotus feet, for I have no one else but you in the three worlds. Shri Radha Krishna Lila Guna Gana Ratri Dine Shri Narottam Panchapurna Nahetu Abhine. Narottam Das wishes to glorify the pastimes and qualities of Radha and Krishna day and night. This is impossible without your mercy. Sri Gopal Krishnadas, from the periods 1784 to 1862, was a Raganuga Vaishnava from Orissa, who has written many songs in Sanskrit and Oriya. He was a follower in the Rūpānuga line of Raghunath Das Goswāmī and has written his bhajans accordingly. In this prayer, he is in a lalasmayi bhav, in expectation of the time when he will achieve his goal. Neat! We're going to sing an Oriya song now. Oh God. Just one note though, like in these transliterations, there's been big mistakes all throughout. And so I've been like, I just know it's not supposed to be keha, it should be keho, and things like that. So I have no idea. Because I'm already kind of familiar with the Bengali kirtans, I know how to, but this I don't know what we're singing. So anyways, this might be a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. How should we sing this? Okay. Shri Guru Datta Tanu Ebe Hoi Janta Mor Jai Puni Uba Huanti Pashe Shri Sarasir. When will Shri Guru give me a spiritual body so that I can manifest at Radhakund? Shashtanga Pranama Koru O Muhrishta Hoi Sharir Pulaka Hoi Bahanta Je Netrananda Shrudhar Netrananda Ashrudhar. When will I be able to offer my complete prone obeisances with my body? When will my hairs stand on end and tears flow from my eyes? Saratiranya biloki prati briksha balinki olagi ashlesha karanti sadare namadaki. Then in the forests near Radhakund, I will greet each tree and creeper by its name, offer them all my obeisances, and embrace each one of them. That's so personal. Greet each tree and creeper by its name, and offer them obeisances, embrace each one of them. It's so beautiful. Sri Gopal Krishna Das also wrote, how should we sing this? Ali manjari pari bari hoy pari veshtita Devyasana re Gosvāmī ni prananata sahita. That's that Oriya melody I heard before. All of the Sakis and Manjaris surround my mistress, Radha, and her master, Krishna, as they sit together on the divine throne. Viloki parama arbhuta para parananda sarupa ho podira hanti pada jare labdi sukha amapa. After seeing their transcendental forms, I will become very astonished and lay down at their lotus feet in extreme, unlimited pleasure. Samastanka drishti patana ho uanta ekatare hayasa boliyagya diyante swamini shri mokare. At once, the divine couple and their associates, when the divine couple and their associates see me, and Radharani, Srimati Radharani will order me to approach, saying, "Come, come." Shire Thari Rupa Manjari Dakante Je Pashako Ajay Shri Chamure Rahanti Juhari Lilantanko. With a nod of her head, Rupa Manjari summons me to her side. I go to her after paying obeisances to Lalita Sakhi Devi. Okay, prayerfully, Gopal Krishna Das expresses the following lamentation. Okay, God, I have no idea what the meter for this is. Kripa Nakali. Anyways, whatever. I'm just gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see what comes out. Okay. Kripa Nakale Kahinki Dori Boparan Brajentu Hridoy Biharini Radhe Hoy Jibita Akaran Nal Miliba Bele Hele Jadi Seva Amala Shikanjana Charan Prananata Saki Manjari Mananko Ehi Paineti Janana. O Radhe, you are residing in Krishna's heart. If you will not give me your mercy, my life will remain useless. Why should I even desire to stay alive? I am praying to the Sakhis and Manjaris to receive at least one opportunity to serve your sacred lotus feet. Because of this desire, Gopal Krishna identified himself as a maidservant of Srimati Radharani and thus sings elsewhere. How should we do this one? Adaya mai dishiba jiba kalare mojiba jiba jiba prajabidunka ankare tibo. Sorry, this should be on the next line. Jibo brajabidunka ankare tibo je. O merciful Radhe, when my soul leaves my body, I pray to see you in the lap of Krishna. Gopal Krishnadas contemplates how he can chant Radha's name at the time of his death. Jaya Shri Radha Govinda Bolinam Padanaru Ucharibo Matare Chamuko Dakilo Poraye Manare Abhashibo Je. I pray that at the time I leave my body, that my mouth will chant Jai Shri Radha Govinda, and that I will see your face signaling for me to come near you. Gopala Krishna Bhane Shri Gurudev Datta Dehe Prabeshiva Arunaya Mala Kamala Angi Angarir Sevare Nijukta He Baje. Gopal Krishna prays that at his death, his soul will go into the spiritual body given to him by his Gurudev, and that he will be able to join into the service of Sri Radha's sacred reddish lotus feet. Such aspirations and moods are accepted and harmonized by all Rūpānuga Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Until Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke about them, no one had heard of the most secret and ever-fresh pastimes of Goloka that Radha and Krishna enjoyed in the groves and under the transcendental trees near Radhakund. Others had previously spoken only of Ras Lila, but the confidential midday pastimes, where the daughter of Sri Vrishabhanu served Sri Krishna, were unknown until Mahaprabhu narrated them. Sri Rupa Goswami describes the loving pastimes, the Rati Keli of Krishna and his intimate associates. The Leelas he narrated include the swing festival, the Jhulan Leela, the gopis stealing Krishna's flute, I'm guessing it'd be like Vangshi Haran, then the drinking of honey wine, and many other ecstatic amorous pastimes. Gaudiya Vaishnavas, the followers of Mahaprabhu, are unique in their acceptance and glorification of these Leelas. They are unique in their acceptance and glorification of these Leelas as topmost. No other sampradaya relishes these pastimes to the extent that Gaudiya Vaishnavas do. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's associates, the Rūpānugas, are the only ones who embrace, understand, and experience this philosophy. Shri Varsha Bhanavi Devi Daita Das, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the 9th generational successor in the lineage and the parampara of Rūpānuga Vaishnavas, appeared and taught his followers that the process of pursuing the foot dust of Śrīla Rupa Goswami is our highest aspiration. Our highest aspiration is the process of pursuing the foot dust of Śrīla Rupa Goswami. Exhibiting this mood, exhibiting this mood, he prayed Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami's verse, Adadanas Trinam Dantar Idam Yache Puna Puna Srimad Rupa Padam Bhoja Dhuli Syam Janma Janmani. Holding straw between my teeth, I pray again and again to be the foot dust at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami. Jai Śrīla Rupa Goswami Pada ki Jai, Shri Rupa Manjari ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami Pada ki Jai, Jai Shri Rūpānuga Gaudiya Guru Varga ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Okay, so in every single chapter here, there'd be multiple songs. And we heard, I think, did we read this from Gurudev? I think so. Let me just find it. Let me look at my downloads. Where's my downloads? Yeah, here. Gurudev was mentioning how he was always absorbed in all these different prayers, and how my Gurudev, let's see. So this is what my Gurudev wrote. He published a little booklet about Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, which we read on his disappearance day a few days back. But let's see. Okay. Yeah, so his exclusive mood of service to Sri Radha. In his Hari Katha, I have particularly observed that he was a Sri Rūpānuga Vaishnavacharya. On the aforementioned Vyas Puja festival, daily at the time of Brahma Muhurta, I noticed how he would recite with intense love stavas and stutis like Shri Radhikashtakam, Shri Gandharva Sampradhanashtakam, Shri Vishaka Nandada Bhidastutram, Shri Utkanta Dashakam, Shri Chatu Pushpanjali, Shri Karpanya Panjika Stotram, Shri Utkalika Vallari, Shri Radha Kundashtakam, and Shri Govardhan Vas Prarthana Dashakam. When I heard him do this, extreme faith in these stavas and stutis arose within me, and from then on, following his footsteps, I began to recite them. By constantly being in pure association, satsanga, my faith in them increasingly developed. And then my Gurudev goes through the different verses that he used to recite all the time, which we've been reading. We went through this one. This was already quoted in the book in Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana. This one also, and this one also. I think we did. We sang Bhajami Radham Aravinda Netram. Don't think we went through this one yet. We didn't go through that one. But interesting, huh? How okay. So, now we come to the final section of this book, the glorious life of Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Okay, let me just put them down. Oh, no, there's going to be an ashtakam coming up. Okay. The following compilation is an offering in remembrance, appreciation, and glorification of His Divine Grace, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtatarashatashi Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. As many devotees from around the world would like to know about his glorious life, teachings, personal history, and devotional practice, I humbly offer this brief sketch at the lotus feet of Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. By the aspiration and yearning of the devotees, I present this for their edification. And one thing in this glorification, so many of the points that Shri Bhakti Vicāra Viṣṇu Maharaj mentions is the same points are in Gurudev's articles, also a lot of them. Like his affection for the cows, and how the cows, see, his darling Kalindi, Ganga, Shamala, and other cows would be standing on the veranda, yearning for his affection. He had so much fondness for them. So we'll go into more detail about that. And so many of the qualities that's mentioned. Oops, I didn't notice the comments. 1 second, let me check. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice your comments until just now. But Kishore said, Guru Maharaj also explains, Guru Maharaj, that's Śrīla Bhakti Bhagavad Goswami, right? Also explains that those gopis under Radharani saw Krishna. The other gopis not under Radharani did not see Krishna. Oh, in that Leela, when in Paitagang. And then Shubhananda Prabhu says, my Gurudev mentions in Guru Arti too, Vedegai Jahara Charita. Here also it's Guru Tattva, whose glories are chanted in the Vedas. So Haha Prabhu Lokanath, Haha Prabhu Gurudev. Okay, great. That's confirmation from Srimad Bhakti Bodhayan Maharaj that we can, when we see Lokanath, we can think of Gurudev also. That's great. I think I'm going to add that song into the songbook because there aren't that many Guru songs in the songbook, and we keep on repeating the same ones over and over again. But it'd be nice to have a new one also, wouldn't it? Oops, I'm so spaced out. We're going to sing an ashtakam. I forgot. I was just putting down the mridanga. Okay, so let's go back to this. Śrīla Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja was a unique, pure Rūpānuga Vaishnav from among all our Guru Vargas and the disciples of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. As such, he always taught us the highest principles of Krishna Bhakti as enunciated by Śrīla Prabhupada, who is also affectionately known as Varshabhanavi Devi Daita Das, the beloved servant of Srimati Radharani. Śrīla Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja was a strict follower of Raghunath Das Goswami and Śrīla Rūpa Goswami, both of whom taught the value and the highest objective of Radha Dasyam, being themselves intimate servitors of Srimati Radharani. Śrīla Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja is my sannyas guru, and was the vice president of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mission. He was held in the highest esteem by his godbrothers, including my Diksha Guru, His Divine Grace, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Ashtatarashatashi, Śrīla Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswāmī Mahārāja, and by Pujapad Nityananda Goswāmī Mahārāja. That's Nityananda Das, who is Nityananda Das Babaji, Nityananda Das Brahmachari before. Another prominent senior disciple of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Very dear to Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Nityananda Das Brahmachari was also Śrīla Prabhupada's personal servant and cook. Oh, cool. One second, there's one message I was meant to respond to, and I'm just saying. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I felt bad I didn't respond to somebody. Okay, I have tried to collect a few drops of nectar from the ocean of Śrīla Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja's sublime qualities. Some of these I experienced personally, but I will also relate some of Śrīla Mahārāja's noble characteristics and pastimes as observed by some of his other close associates and godbrothers. In this way, it is my hope that by offering this recollection at his lotus feet, we may all be blessed and inspired by such a divine personality. Okay, so we'll sing this. Namayom Viṣṇu Padaya Prabhupada Priyaya Cha Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Namine. I offer my Dandavat Pranam unto the lotus feet of Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, who is very dear to Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Ashravanena Prabhupada Prajapatiya Prabhupada Nishtarupa Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to Shri Guru, who is always speaking the name of Prabhupada, his Guru Padma. He is the very form of Guru Nishta in his unshakable determination to serve the lotus feet of his Guru Maharaj. Shri Radha Tattva Nishtaya Chintayati Sadatmane Ajnana Nashine Tasmai Premasara Pracharine. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, who has great determination and intense faith in Shri Radha Tattva, and who is always immersed in remembering Srimati Radharani, her glories, her mood and pastimes, and who always taught the same truths to his disciples and followers. Shri Radha Bhava Gambira Raha Red. Shri Radha Bhava Gambira Hridaye Smarati Sada Svajana Prativatsalya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to Shri Guru, who is always absorbed in the core of his heart in the deep bhav of Srimati Radharani, following in the footsteps of our previous acharyas, whose hearts are ever captivated by her divine qualities and pastimes, and who always lovingly relish such discussions in the company of like-minded devotees. Vaishnavanam Varenyam Ya Sarva Shastre Supandita Tam Guru Charanam Vande Shri Jīvana Janārdana. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, who is an Uttam Bhagavat, a topmost devotee among all devotees in Vaishnav society, and who expertly comprehends the purport of all devotional scriptures. Radhe Radhe Te Mokabje Yasya Spurate Abhikshnam Radhaya Priya Swarupa Shri Jīvana Janārdana Shri Jīvana Janārdana. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, who is always remembering and loudly chanting along with his associates, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. O Gora Kripa Vigrahaya Gaurangasya Priyatmane Tam Rūpam Satatam Vande Mad Jīvanasya Jīvana. I offer my Dandavat Pranam unto Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, who is the very form of Lord Gauranga's mercy and who is very dear to Lord Gauranga. Virahena Sadayache Tava Pada Padme Shume Ashraya Charane Dehi Guru Deva Kripaluna Ashraya Charane Dehi Guru Deva Kripaluna. I offer my Dandavat Pranam to you, O Gurudev. Intensely feeling your separation, I pray that by your compassion and mercy, you will always give me shelter at your lotus feet. Okay, I'm going to put this mridanga away now. 1 second. Haribol Champak Mataji. Sorry, I didn't see you before. Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja appeared in this world in the year 1917 in the month of Agrahayan Shuklashtami on a Friday corresponding to the date of December 21st, 1917. He appeared in a village near the town of Bhanjanakar, Ganjam district in the state of Orissa, Bharatvarsh, India. It should be noted here that Ganjam district is famous for being the appearance place of numerous high-caliber Gaudiya Vaishnavas. I've gone for programs there a few times. Śrīla Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja's father and mother are unknown because he never spoke much about the details of his life prior to joining the Math. Without having performed much of a sickness pastime, Śrīla Guru Maharaj uttered, he uttered, Radhe, 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 and passed from this world at 6:25 a.m. on Monday, December 5th, 1994. He did so in the presence of his disciples at Gaurvani Vinod Ashram, Gaudiya Math, Subaspali, Kharagpur, Medinipur district, West Bengal, India, in the temple complex that he had founded and constructed there. In his youth, upon hearing the preaching of the disciples of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he was immediately attracted to Krishna consciousness and traveled to Sri Dham Mayapur. There he surrendered his life to the service of his Gurudev and began residing in Sri Chaitanya Math. This is when he was still, maybe he was a teenager by this point, I don't know. Pre-teen or a teen, but yeah, he was young. A model sadhak, I wonder what year actually he joined the Math though. It was during the time of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was but I don't know what year exactly. So there he surrendered his life to the service of his Gurudev and began residing at Sri Chaitanya Math. A model sadhak, he was unwaveringly respectful to all Vaishnavas and to his elder godbrothers. He never missed arati or kirtan. Naturally detached from material sense enjoyment and mundane inclinations, he always showed a special attraction to and interest in hearing Harikatha and Srimad Bhagavatam classes from Śrīla Prabhupada. Śrīla Guru Maharaj took initiation from Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Mayapur and received the name Shripad Anantaram Das Brahmachari. From the time he joined the Math, he was seen to be continually engaged in rendering various loving devotional services to the Math and to the mission of his Gurudev. He always took great concern to never waste a moment of time and to always be favorably engaged in hearing Krishna Katha, joining Kirtan, worshipping Tulsi, studying Shastra, going out for preaching, collecting donations for the maintenance of the temple, and a diversity of other devotional services which he executed with faith and humility. Further, he was never seen to be attached to anything for his own personal comfort, opulence, service, or recognition. His Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, was very pleased with his service attitude, his sincerity, and commitment, and in turn, always paid special attention to him. After receiving initiation, Shripad Anantaram Das Brahmachari quickly became proficient in scriptural knowledge and joined the preaching mission along with his other godbrothers, who had great affection and respect for him on account of his exemplary devotional qualities. Seeing his enthusiasm and ability, Śrīla Saraswati Thakur sent him to Orissa to preach. He sometimes stayed at the Gaudiya Math in Cuttack, and later resided in Puri at Chatak Parvat, Purushottam Gaudiya Math, where he offered his service for some time. Subsequently, he also served at Bagh Bazar Gaudiya Math in Kolkata. While there, he went out every day to collect donations for various temple projects. He visited households and businesses throughout the city, and very enthusiastically enlightened whoever he met with valuable instructions on the science of Krishna Bhakti. Regardless of and Vangsiwala Prabhu, I didn't go to Banjangarh. I've never been there. I just went to the Ganjam district for preaching things, that's all. But I've never been to his mat there, no. Regardless of whether he was busily engaged in doing service around the temple, such as worshipping the deities, performing arati, cooking, distributing prasadam, cleaning the temple, and doing various other types of seva, he still never failed to spend time reading Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam, and other Puranas. As well as regularly reading Shastra, he also memorized all of the most important scriptural verses. He did this not for show, but as a function of keeping his inner devotional life vibrant. He also thoroughly studied all 18 Puranas. His deep faith in Shastra and his proclivity to memorize and lovingly recite scripture inspired other devotees, including those who were senior to him, to memorize more verses. And as we just read, he inspired my Gurudev to do a daily practice of singing all these particular stutis, this long list of stutis every morning. Even while he was still a brahmachari, it was not unusual for senior Vaishnavas to order him to speak and then become impressed and inspired by his Harikatha. For the benefit of his audience, whenever he spoke, he frequently made reference to stories he had read in the Puranas and elsewhere. Consequently, his godbrothers would lovingly refer to him as speaker of Puranas, Purana Vakta. Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj was, in fact, a Preshtanushīlanam. That means every moment of his entire life was dedicated to the service of his Gurudev and the Vaishnavas, and to continually searching for the essential value of life. The speaker of the Puranas, Purana Vakta, Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Maharaj also would tell lots of different stories. You'll find in the, where is it? Anyways, in his Prabandhavali, there are lots of different stories from Puranas, like Raikva Muni, what are they? Brahma and Indra, Brahma and Virochan. There's like a whole list. Javala and Satyakam. I don't know. There's a bunch of different Puranic stories that he tells also, and they were like really close friends. I wonder if they would ever share stories with each other or something like that. Yeah. In 1937, on the 1st of January, when the Acharya of the Gaudiya Math, Jagadguru Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, enacted his disappearance Leela, the Math was overtaken by disagreements and quarrels between godbrothers on how to cooperatively manage the institution. Many sannyasis and brahmacharis then left Sri Chaitanya Math to preach and establish their own independent centers and temples. At that time, there was great suffering on account of the disunity and misunderstanding between devotees. Then, Shripad Anantaram Das Brahmachari, along with other brahmacharis and sannyasis, rented a house in Medinipur at Shiva Bazar, where they eventually established the Sri Shamananda Gaudiya Math. At that temple, the president was Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Under Shripad Anantaram Das Brahmachari's guidance, other godbrothers joined him and started preaching from there. I wonder if Śrīla Bhakti Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he got the Brahman thread ceremony. I think he did that. I'm guessing there, because he got initiated by Bhakti. He got his thread and everything from Bhakti Vicāra Jajabhar Gosvāmī Mahārāja, because Param Gurudev was still a brahmachari at the time. He got the mantra from Param Gurudev, but then the thread and everything. During this period, Shripad Radharaman Das Brahmachari, who is later known by his sannyas name of Śrīla Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and who was a very close associate of Shripad Anantaram Das Brahmachari, would spend a considerable amount of time discussing high-class Vaishnava Shastra. Sometimes, Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj would also join them as they studied Vaishnava philosophy and kirtan, and discussed the pastimes of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, and these three, this Bhakti Kumar Santa Goswami Maharaj, like this Radharaman Brahmachari, Anantaram Brahmachari, and Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, those three, they all grew up together, and they were all like young kids or young men, not like teenagers. Śrīla Bhakti Goswami Maharaj was 9 years old when he joined, but yeah, and they all grew up together in the Chaitanya Math. So they kept that friendship, sounds like here. Sometimes Śrīla Bhakti, in this way, they all happily spent their time absorbed in Krishna Bhakti. In Medinipur, there was also a library maintained by the king where devotees would go to do research. Oh yeah, we read a couple pastimes with... No, we read, a couple things with Śrīla Bhakti Goswami Maharaj and Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja when they were brahmacharis going to find, right? My Gurudev said that they wanted to find, they had to find references from, and so they went through all the different books in that library. Kishore Krishna is saying, my Guru Maharaj came into contact with Gaudiya Math there. Oh, really? Wow, at Shamananda Gaudiya Math. And he also met my Param Guru Maharaj at that Math. Oh, wow, very interesting. At Shamananda Gaudiya Math. Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj. I didn't know that. Okay, so in this way, they all happily spent their time absorbed in Krishna Bhakti. In Medinipur, there's also sorry, we just read that, okay. With great enthusiasm, along with some of his godbrothers, Shripad Anantaram Das, an undeviated Naishtik brahmachari, went to his respected elder godbrother, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Śrīla Bhakti Gaura Vaikanas Goswami Maharaj, and accepted Tridandi Sannyasa ashram from him in accordance with the principles of Sattvata Samhita. And I remember reading in A Life of Devotion, Deva Mai Didi, she was explaining how Bhakti Gaura Vaikanas Maharaj was correct me if I'm wrong, but he was like the main person who was in charge of doing, like the main person to do all different kinds of rituals, like all kinds of deity installations and fire sacrifices, and he was like the main person for that. And then once he entered Nitya Lila, then Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he took on that that position, that service, and would install all the deities, do all the different rituals, and like that. At that time, he received the name Tridandi Swami Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. After serving for some time in the Sri Shamananda Gaudiya Math, Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja left to preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to establish his own temple, Gaurvani Vinod Ashram Gaudiya Math, in Subaspali, Kharagpur. There he installed beautiful deities of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Shri Shri Radha Vinodju, and worships them daily, along with the murti of his beloved Guru Maharaj, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Making this temple his home base, he preached successfully all over Orissa and West Bengal. He was known for organizing beautiful, well-attended festivals where guests were welcomed to hear high-class Harikatha and then sumptuously fed. The Appearance Day festival, the Vyas Puja he held for his worshipable Guru Maharaj, always attracted many Vaishnavas. Many also recall the grand Radhashtami festivals he would hold, and how he would repeatedly and joyfully be heard to chant, Radhe, Radhe. Yeah, on Radhashtami, Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja is the person you want to be with. Śrīla Guru Maharaj was an expert preacher and always took the attention of his audience to the examples found in the pages of the Puranas. Known for his sweet, slow presentations, his classes captured the interest of the many devotees and visitors who came to hear him speak. Everyone knew that once he began speaking Harikatha, his classes would never be less than 2 hours long. At times, he even spoke for up to 4 hours. He was always known to sing the Gaudiya Mahajan's Padyavalis. In this way, he easily attracted the many pious, fortunate souls who took shelter of him. By seeing his ideal Vaishnav character, his determined vow of sannyas, his mood of service to the feet of his Guru, his devotion to Radha Govinda and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by hearing his sweet Harikatha embellished with relevant examples and Ras Kirtan, many wealthy, highly literate persons came to Kharagpur to hear from him. Many eventually took initiation from him and became his disciples. Okay, I know it's 8:30 now, or we should be ending right now, but I think we're getting close to the end, hopefully. If anybody needs to leave, though, please don't hesitate. I don't want to keep anybody here if they're, multiple Vaishnavas have noted that Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj never missed the Navadvip Dham and Vrajmala Parikramas. He was especially fond of Navadvip Parikrama and would reside in Navadvip proper during the Gaur Purnima fest season. On one occasion, during Navadvip Parikrama at Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's Samadhi in Mayapur, when it came time for him to glorify his Gurudev, Śrīla Guru Maharaj began to speak. During his glorification, his throat choked up, and he broke down into uncontrollable tears that rendered him unable to say anything further. As he wept, those in attendance were awestruck by his sincerity and authenticity, as well as his deep faith in and love for his spiritual master. Although Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj had a notable sweet disposition, this was in no way an indication of any weakness within him. He did not shy away from addressing controversies, and often invited debate if he felt it would forward the great truths of Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. Once, while on Govardhan Parikrama with hundreds of devotees, the party arrived at Radhakund, where Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj took the opportunity to address the Radhakund renunciants, the Babajis, about their criticism of Gaudiya Vaishnava sannyasis in the line of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I think Gurudev explained this also, right? When we read that a few days ago. He invited them to discuss the topic, but the Babajis declined. Using scriptural references and historical facts, Śrīla Guru Maharaj strongly and conclusively articulated the legitimacy of the saffron-garbed Rūpānuga Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Though Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj had humbly asked them to discuss the topic, seeing his strength of character and hearing his firm tone and persuasive argument, the Babajis were unable to justify their slanderous claims. The strength with which he spoke has been characterized as though a roar As a result of his commands of the audience, as well as of the topic, none of the Babajis came forward to accept his invitation to debate the issue or to defend their unfounded position. As described at the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.2, only those who are completely pure-hearted, who are nirmatsar, who are completely non-envious, can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Any person who takes pleasure in the misery of others, or who becomes malcontent at the happiness or success of any other living entity, is considered matsar, the opposite of nirmatsar. They're filled with hate and envy, and like that, but the opposite of nirmatsar. Such a person will never be able to access Srimad Bhagavatam's deep purports. Śrīla Janārdana Maharaj was indeed nirmatsar. A realized soul, he always saw the presence of the Supreme Lord within every creature, whether they were plants, trees, animals, birds, or human beings. Thus, he always related to any creature he came in touch with in a friendly and compassionate manner. It was his nature to always feel for the suffering of the living beings in this material world. In order to benefit others, he helped them understand how to access the path of liberation from samsara, their cycle of repeated birth and death. To this end, Srila Guru Maharaj continually presented the conclusions of Shastra to whoever would come and hear attentively from him. Okay, this is the part about the cows. Let's see. He was often observed devotedly serving cows by seeing to their comfort, well-being, and happiness. All of his temples had cowsheds, had goshalas, and he frequently and fondly addressed each cow by name. We heard some of the names of the cows from Gurudev. What were they? Anyways. His darling Kalindi, Ganga, Shamala, and other cows would be standing on the veranda yearning for his affection. He had so much fondness for him. Every day, he spent time lovingly feeding, bathing, and brushing them, and they reciprocated their affection for Śrīla Maharaj. The cows would often be seen standing on the veranda, waiting for his arrival. His devotion to and enthusiasm for these tasks were unmistakable. To watch him was to understand the mood of the Gopas and Gopis of the sacred land of Vrindavan. But personally, for his own benefit or convenience, Śrīla Guru Maharaj would never accept anyone's service. Rather, he was always enthusiastic to accept an opportunity to respectfully serve other Vaishnavas, even those who were his juniors. Yeah, he'd make Gurudev sit on his own bed when he would come to visit him, even though Gurudev is much junior to him. For the satisfaction of Lord Krishna, he was continually absorbed in ecstatic devotion by body, mind, and words. His activities were done in remembrance of his Gurudev, and Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī, Śrī Raghunath Das Goswami, and other associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Shri Radha Govinda, and their dearmost Sakis and Manjaris. He was often heard to utter their names or pray to them in a mood of pure bhav bhakti. He was also always calling out, Rishabhanunandini, Shrimati Radharani, Swamini, and Jai Radhe Bol. Like Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami, he expressed his inner heart's desire. My Swamini, oh my worshipable goddess, Shrimati Radharani, when will I attain your service? He was always praying in this way. Okay, this is the last paragraph. Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja consistently impressed upon his disciples that if anyone desired to enjoy the sweet mellow of loving service to Shri Shri Radha Krishna, then they must first take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, must always chant the Lord's holy names, and must faithfully follow the eternal maidservants of Srimati Radharani, like Lalita, Vishaka, Rangadevi, Sudevi, Tungavidya, Champakalata, Chitra, and Induleka. He assured us that if, even in this very lifetime, we are able to serve all of the manjaris and dasis of the divine couple, including Rupa Manjari, with pure humility and without any hesitation or duplicity, that these maidservants are so merciful that they will accept us and help us to be established in our eternal service mood. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Hari Bol. All right, so now we've come to the end of this beautiful booklet, Rūpānuga Bhajana. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, now we'll do a quick Mahamantra. I know it's very late now. We're 8 minutes over time. So I'll just do a very short Mahamantra and then Kishore will do Jaidwani. 1 second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Saparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Saparshara Śrīla Prabhupada. Jaya Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī, Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Kishore Prabhu.
जय सुप्रकार शेषिकर गौरंग कन्हर का गिरिधारी राधा विनोद बिहारी राधा नयनाथ राधा रमन बिहारी राधा मार्ग शशि गौरंग राधा विनोद जीव की जय। जय श्री गोविंद गोविनाथ मदन मोहन जीव की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रिय व्रजचार्य वर्यास्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रिय व्रजचार्य वर्यास्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्तिवेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज पतित पावन श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति बल तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्तिवेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्तिवेदांत विक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान गुरुगुण स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति वैभवपुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति गौर वैकानस गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर देव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति द्वैत मार्ग गोस्वामी परम गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज परम गुरुदेव चार केशरी की जय। जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त शिष्यमान जगुर गुरु शिव वर्षभानाभि देवी दायितदास श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यालेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद महापरम भगवत परवार परमहंस अवधूत शिशुमार गौर किशोर दास भविष्य महाशय की जय। नित्यालेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद सप्तम गोस्वामी स्तोत्र शिशुमाद सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय। जय नित्यलील प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वोम स्तोत्र शिशुमाद जगन्नाथ भविष्य महाशय की जय। सूर्य कुंडवासी सिद्ध शिल मधुसुंदस भविष्य महाराज की जय। श्री उर्वदास उदरान दास की जय। गुरुविदान आचार्य श्री श्रीमान बलिदेव विभूषण प्रभु की जय। महामोहवरद्याय रसकशरमणि शल विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर पाद की जय। शिल रसिकानंद मुरारी प्रभु की जय। शिल रामचंद्र कविराज की जय। श्री लोचन दास ठाकुर की जय। शिल नरोत्तम श्रीनिवास श्यामानंद प्रभु त्राय की जय। शिल कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। यस सवितार अरिका विशल वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय। श्री अष्टकविराज विसृजान नित्यानंद दुष्कपाल श्री चौषति महंत की जय। श्री कपाल कृष्ण दास की जय। जय श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ सर्गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप धमधर रमनंद लोकनाथ गर्भ अति गौर परिषार वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से गो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री ईश्वर परिपाद की जय। श्री माधवेंद्र परिपाद की जय। श्री अंडरद्वीप मायपुर से मंदिर गौतमद्वीप मध्यद्वीप पलुद्वीप ऋतुद्वीप जानद्वीप मातृद्रुमाद्वीप रुद्रद्वीप महात्मका श्री नावद्वीप धाम की जय। श्री एक चक्र धाम की जय। श्री शांतिपुर धाम की जय। श्री गौरचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री श्री गौर गदाधर जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ गोपी कपा गौ गिर गोवर्धन शतवनात्मक श्री ब्रज मंडल धाम की जय। श्री गिर गोवर्धन की जय। जय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गंगा सखी सखी तुलसी भक्ति देवी की जय। जय वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुनंदिनी श्रीमती राधारानी ठाकुरानी की जय। हमारे स्वामी श्रीमती राधिका महारानी की जय। जय श्री ललिता विशाख चित्र चंपक लट तुंग विद्या इंदुरेख रंगरेवी सुदेवी अरि सखी वृंद की जय। श्री अनंग प्रेम मंजलाली श्री रूप लमंग राग विलस गुणरति कस्तूरी कमल नयन मणि अरि मंजारी वृंद की जय। श्रीमती वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भगवती पूर्णमा शिवमा देवी की जय। श्री कपीश्वर शिव महादेव की जय। जय राधा परंकित राम श्री वृंदावन की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र नीलमाधव जीव की जय। श्री तत्व गोपीनाथ की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद जन्मस्थान की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथपुरी पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र मंडल नीलाचल धाम की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशन गौरी भक्त विघ्न विनाश श्री नरसिंह देव की जय। भक्तराज भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री प्रहलाद लक्ष्मी नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री चरिदाम चरि संप्रदाय चरि आचार्य की जय। आकर मतर श्री मध्वार मनज विष्णु स्वामी निम्बृत्य चरि आचार्य की जय। आकर मतर श्री चैतन्य मार की जय। श्री गौरमार वृंद की जय। ग्रंथरा श्रीमार भगवताम भगवद्गीता चैतन्य चरितामृत चैतन्य भगवत जैव धर्म हरि सर्व गौरी वैष्णव ग्रंथ वृंद की जय। श्री रूपानुग भजन शिक्षक की जय। जय त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरि राम प्रभु की जय। जय त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरि राम संकीर्तन धर्म की जय। जय त्रिभुवन मंगल धन्य कलि उत्तर ब्रह्म श्री हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महामंत्र की जय। जय श्री आनंदपुरी वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय श्री समकट गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय स्वपरिकार शिल प्रभुपाद भक्ति सिद्धांत श्री श्री गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्री वर्षभानुविदयित दास महाशय की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमान जगुरु भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज पतित पावन दयालु वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय। जय श्रील भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय श्रील भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय श्रील भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव व्यास पूजा की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। पिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रेय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रददेवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री राम।
Nice.
Dandavat pranams, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Can I ask you
Dandavat.
something, Prabhu?
Yes.
So just for clarification,
Yes.
the book was translated by Śrīla Bhakti Vicāra, Viṣṇu Mahārāja,
That's correct.
and
Yes.
at times you read the booklet by Sri Narayana Maharaj.
That was the few days ago, like on his disappearance day, we
Yes.
read the booklet, and that was published in the early 90s. Like I think it was might have been published during his disappearance time, like 1994.
94 was, yes, his appearance. But the book originally is from Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Maharāja?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's from Śrīla Bhakti
Right.
Jīvana. It was published in Oriya, and so it was translated from Oriya
Right.
into English because he was Oriya. Yeah.
Right. Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Maharāja.
Yes, it's directly Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī. Correct.
Without you got confused as you was asking. Sometimes
Yeah,
it was
it's-
biographical at the end, so
Oh, just that part at the end was yeah, of course that was not written by, that was
who was that then?
that was Bhakti Vichar Viṣṇu Maharaj.
Okay.
Clarification.
Okay. Great. Thank you. It's
No
extraordinary question. Huh?
Dandavat pranams Nri Hari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Mataji. And
He speaks about his Guru Maharaj. So his Diksha Gurudev was Bhakti Baba Puri Goswami Maharaj, or
wait, who are you talking about?
Maharaj?
Bhakti
Viṣṇu Maharaj.
Vichar Viṣṇu Maharaj? Yeah, his
Yeah,
Diksha
he's-
Guru
he's-
is Śrīla Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, and his sannyas and Shiksha Guru is Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Mahārāja.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I understood. See, Bob? Okay. She got it. Okay.
Yeah. Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, he would send his disciples to take sannyas from Śrīla Bhakti Jīvana Janārdana Gosvāmī Maharaj.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes, I remember that thing. He
Okay.
came to
Haribol.
Yes, Shubhananda Prabhu. Yes.
There is special memory for me. Sri Bhakti
Yes.
Vichar Viṣṇu Maharaj was present at my Harinam Diksha, and he
Oh,
explained
very
me the
nice.
meaning of the word Shubhananda.
Oh, very nice. So
What
you have
is the
special
meaning of
connection.
Shubhananda?
Oh, I don't actually exactly remember it because of his Oriya tone and detail, but it was meaning regarding the love of Radha and Krishna, and how we can that is actually Shubha. That is the pastimes of the Radha Krishna. Those are actually Shubha, and to assist them and to serve them. This is like assist them and serve them. This sort of something meaning he was mentioning about it. The worldly priti, this material world love is not that Shubha Ananda. Actual Shubhananda is in Golok Vrindavan. This is how he was explaining.
Very nice.
Acha, very nice.
Okay, I'm just looking quickly who is here on YouTube and Facebook. There's Rūpmanjari Didi, Dandavat Pranam, Nitai, Rukmini Didi, Ganga Mataji, Vangsiwala Prabhu, Raseshwari Mataji, Vidyalalasa Didi, Sudevi Didi, and then there are a bunch of other devotees, but if you don't write a comment, then I can't see who you are. Yeah, and then pranams, yes, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Shubhananda Prabhu, Champak Mataji, and Kishore Krishna Prabhu, and yeah, all the other devotees watching. Dandavat pranams. Tomorrow we will begin reading from I think tomorrow we're starting, like in Chaitanya Bhagavat, we're at the Vyas Puja festival with Nityananda Prabhu, right? I think that's what we're going to read about starting
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Mahārāja, bro.
tomorrow.
Are there like any similarities between in the Oriya language and Bengali?
Yes, very similar. I think it's kind of like Spanish and Portuguese.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
You can actually, like, Bengalis and Oriya people can understand each other when they're talking in their native tongues.
Yes. We have a helper, Rama Devidasi, and Saraswati, our therapist. She's from Orissa. She's Oriyan. She speaks Oriyan, but she can't understand everything. So they Rama is so happy to talk to her because she.
Yeah, it's very similar. I mean, I can understand Oriya okay, like not very well, but like I can, when Oriya people are talking to me, I usually can understand what they're saying to me, and because it's so similar to Bengali, and yeah, but it has a little bit of like South Indian language like mixed within it, like I don't know, Telugu or Kannada or whatever. Like it has yeah, it's like and it has a bit of like Hindi things in it. It's it's interesting.
And the writing is a little different. It's rounded, you know.
It's all circles.
Oriyan.
Every single letter is a circle with like something in it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's like little
circle.
Jagannaths.
Yeah, it's based off of Jagannath's eye, the writing system.
Yeah.
And the Bengali system is based off of Mahaprabhu's feet. That's why it's very triangle.
Very interesting. I've never heard that. That's really cool.
Yeah, you see the triangle. Yeah.
I love Bengali writing. It's so artistic and beautiful.
Yeah.
Did Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada speak Oriya as well?
Probably. I don't. I mean, I've never heard anything about that. But I mean, he did have a magazine. The Shri Paramarthi was his magazine in Oriya, and he spent time. He was born in Jagannath Puri.
I know. That's what I'm asking.
I think he. I haven't heard anything, but my guess would be that he knew Oriya.
I mean, for sure, he spoke Hindi, English, Bengali, like Bengali probably being his mother tongue, and Sanskrit.
He used to give class in Jagannath Puri, so he definitely knew Oriya. He used to speak, right? He used to give class. Remember, like when after Śrīla Bhakti Thakur left, like wasn't able to give the classes, and Bhakti Siddhanta, and he continued the classes, and then everybody started to leave because it was like too intense. Yeah, so yeah, he must have.
And his father, I mean, serving as temple president, serving as a magistrate in Oriya.
A magistrate. Yeah.
Wait, that pastime took place in Jagannath Puri, of him speaking at Bhakti Vinod Thakur's Namahatas. That happened in Jagannath Puri. Yeah,
that's how I remember it. Is Śrīla Bhakti Vinod Thakur, when he was what was it called, the superintendent or district magistrate of in Jagannath Puri?
Yeah, he was the magistrate.
Okay, the magistrate. Then at that time, he was giving classes every day to a big group, and lots of people were coming. Lots of different sadhus also and things. And then he wasn't able to go for his classes. There's something that came up, some work thing. And so then Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he continued the classes in his place. And it was so like cutting and hard, like, Śrīla Saraswati Thakur's language. And so then everybody started, like, the classes started to dwindle, and it was only like a couple people there left that could like handle it. I mean, yeah. But that was, I'm pretty certain that was in Jagannath Puri. Maybe even in Jagannath Mandir. I don't know where, but yeah, it was in Puri for sure.
Nice. There's one pastime of Śrīla Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada. He came to one place and he asked his disciples, "So how's the preaching going?" Like, good. And then he came, like, I don't know, later, and Prabhupada asked, "Wait, why are there so many people here?" "Oh, we were preaching, Prabhupada." And it's like, no. You couldn't have been preaching of what I've been preaching. Because if you preached how I preached, there wouldn't be this many people.
Yes. Our Guru Varga did not preach to please. They preached the truth, whether people liked what it was or not. They were completely fearless and uncompromising, and opposite of people pleasers. They were.
Yeah, true sadhu, cutting through the knot.
Yes. Yes.
And
All right, so we'll see you all tomorrow for to resume our Chaitanya Bhagavat readings, and I don't know what we're and coming up. Well, no, it's in 11 days from now. Is Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disappearance day, and so I don't know what we should do for that. If we should start reading, we'll see where we are in Chaitanya Bhagavat. I do at some point want to read from that book, Gaudiya Bhashya, and really study it nicely. I think, but maybe we can do that the days leading to his appearance day, or maybe we should do it now. I don't know. We can discuss at that time also and see where we are in Chaitanya Bhagavat and see what we want to do. But yeah, this is. And also, I think I mentioned this before, but I'll just mention it again. I'm going to make a video today about a program that we're going to start on New Year's Eve, which is this year Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disappearance day. And it's going to be at the end of, like, I'm doing it for myself, but I'm because it really helps me doing programs like this, like where I have to show up at a certain time and do, otherwise I'm very lazy. And so I wanted to like end my day every day at 9 p.m. I'm going to journal for like 30 to 45 minutes. And at the beginning of the session, we'll just read a short, like little quote from our Acharya or like an excerpt, maybe like a paragraph or something like that. And then quietly do whatever sadhana that we want to do. So like for me, it's going to be writing, but if somebody else wants to read during that time or chant and it's more just like an accountability thing. Yeah. And because I have a problem, I usually like will stay on my computer till 10:30. I don't know how to shut down at a certain time. And I think this is a good way to force myself to like end my day and do something. And I've always wanted to write, and I've like a stack of notebooks that I've never finished. I think if I start a program online like this, then I'll actually do it. But if anybody else has anything, if you want to memorize shlokas or whatever you want, there's lots of different things you can do during that time. Then yeah, you're free to join me. That will be, and it's cool because we're doing it for Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur on his disappearance day. We'll start it, and it also happens to be New Year's Eve, so it's like a New Year's resolution time, but a lot more powerful because it's Śrīla Saraswati Thakur's day. I have I'll show you this notebook I have. It's a 10-year notebook. No, 5-year notebook, and it has every day of the year. So it starts January 1st, January 2nd, and it has so there's January 20th. And every year you just fill up one of these, and then after 5 years you'll be able to see what you did on this day the previous year, on that day the year before that, that day the year before that, and then you can get like a really good perspective of what direction you're headed in and the main events that happens in your life. It's really good for reflection and getting an idea of the direction you're moving in. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, if anybody else wants to join, you're invited.
All right. I think tomorrow reading we'll probably be traveling or busy, so we'll listen to it later.
Okay. Oh, and Sudevi Didi sorry, I forgot you were there. Sudevi Didi mentioned that on the 23rd is Gita Jayanti.
Yeah.
Okay, 23rd. Let me see, what day of the week is that? If it is not one of Padmanabha Maharaj's class day, then I'd like to do a whole Bhagavad Gita recital. Let's see. 23rd is Saturday. Cool. He gives class on Sunday. So yeah, maybe on Saturday. What I did another year is I divided it into 3 parts. The Bhagavad Gita, like there's the karma, what is it? Karma section, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana. You know, those 3 different parts of Bhagavad Gita. And we recited one section and then took a little break. And then we sung another section and then took a little break and then did the rest. I think I even read all the translations, so it took a long time. But maybe I'll do that again this time. I have to think about it. But that would, yeah, I'll let you know. And if anybody who's in the WhatsApp group, I will message. I'll tell the details there once we decide. And if anybody isn't in the WhatsApp group and they'd like to join, just let me know, and I'll send you the link to join the WhatsApp group. All right. Dandavat pranams. Hari bol, everybody.
Dandavat pranams.
Jai Radhe.
Jai
Jai Radhe.